Hey YouTube, how is it going? Here for episode 9 of the Robinhood Investing Challenge. Once again, investing in cars here. Not really. Just out in the car again, just rolling into work. Wanted to give a quick update. This will be probably one of the shortest videos I've ever done, actually. Going to get you up to speed on where we ended last week and how we're doing so far this week, which those of you that follow the market at all, not good. Not good. Nobody's really doing any good this week. Basically, last week, the close on Friday, for the day, we were up about a penny on the day. For the week, we were up about $2.50. So we did rebound a little bit because we had a couple down weeks there. Starting off this week, as most of you know, there was won't get into names, but there was a tweet from a very famous tweeter regarding the trade wars in China that kind of killed the market on Monday. So if you do swing trading, day trading, you know Monday morning was kind of rough. If you didn't get in and out of a position within the first 15 minutes of the market opening, I hope you didn't get in at all, or you probably lost there. Things have rebounded since. Yeah, Monday everything took a dip. For example, my one stock that I really like, Designer Brands, that one I'm definitely long on. It's got a good dividend on it. That one, at one point, I think Thursday, Friday, was trading at over $17 a share. I mean, it was up like around $17.50. At one point, by the end of Monday into Tuesday, it was down almost into the mid-15s. Took a big hit on that one. I did hang on to that one. I have no interest in selling that one. It's a good company and good long-term stock, so that wasn't one. I just happened to watch that one. Kind of along that line, I watched a lot of videos like this when I first started investing, and one of the only pieces of advice, unfortunately, that I've used was to be patient and have a strong stomach. Everything else I've pretty much thrown out the window. Stay away from penny stocks. Don't get in and out of positions quickly. Don't try to day trade when you first start out, which I haven't done great at it. But if I put a little bit more time and effort into it, actually the ones I put time and effort into, I do well on. It's those ones that I don't look at first, don't look at enough information before I get in. That's where I tend to lose a little bit of money. So, patience is big. So that's where I wasn't scared off by Monday, specifically on those ones that I'm long on. Actually, another good piece of advice. There was one, honestly, I can't remember the name of the person that did it. They actually suggested that your long-term investments either make a separate account and only go into that account when you're going to add into a position, or don't look at that account at all, because when things go bad like they did on Monday and the market takes a big hit, you're going to be really tempted to jump out of a position, and it might be something that 9 times out of 10 is going to rebound. So the only reason I actually looked at my long-term stocks is everything was dropping, so everything really stood out. I mean, obviously I wasn't going to get out of any of those, but I just wanted to mention that was one that I took a big hit on. Now, today, Wednesday, the market's rebounding. Things are looking a lot better. That stock's is actually back up. Last time I checked, it was about $16.50. My average cost on position is $16.20. So we're up 30 cents on each share that I own there for the day. So it rebounded, as things do. Actually, I think I only have 2 stocks in the red today, which had been flip-flopped the past 2 days. I think I am in 11 positions right now, and the past 2 days I've only ended the day with 2 in the green. Everything else was red. I mean, it's just a bad week. I'd say within an hour of the market opening on Monday, we had lost almost $4 in our account, which for a big account isn't much, but for a small account like mine, that's a killer, man. I mean, yeah, that was just bad, very depressing. So I didn't get in or out of anything on Monday because I knew we'd rebound and things would look better. Tuesday I didn't touch anything because things I didn't really have anything that dropped, but nothing was really going back up. So I didn't want to jump in and out of anything on Tuesday. Was trying to be patient, kind of wait it out and see how things went. Wednesday, today, things have really rebounded. As I said, we've reversed, and I've only got 2 in the red right now that have dipped a little bit today. Everything else is up. I actually spent the past couple days doing a little bit more research on a couple of stocks I want to try to get into as a day or swing trade. And I was able to get into those at a good buy-in point today. The first one was a good one. It's actually up 6 cents from where I bought it at. So that one's still going on its way up. The other one dipped on me again after I bought it. I didn't get the lowest price I could on it, so that one should go back up, hopefully. Otherwise, we might end up in a wash and just kind of wasted our time. But at least it got us thinking again and getting us back in the game and in the right frame of mind. So a couple of good things there. What I kind of want to finish the video talking about, there's a stock that I bought into a little over a week ago, I think it was. I've talked about it on my last couple videos, but I never named it. I'm going to throw it out there today. Just kind of an example of doing better research and being patient. It's Kosmos Energy. It's one I'm trying to get out of day and swing trading the penny stocks because I'm just getting burnt too much on those. So I'm trying to go stuff that's over $5. Kosmos Energy. That was one I can't remember where I had started first reading about it, that they had some positive things in the news. So I kind of got my feet wet a little bit, got in at a couple shares. I think they were trading around like $6.95, $7 somewhere in there. Made a little bit off of those. Dipped in again, next day. Made a couple bucks or a few cents here and there, whatever. So I went in for a third attempt. I bought 2 shares right at $7 a share. I thought I got them on a dip, and they ended up dropping down a little bit more, down to 6. I think I got 2 more at $6.94. Then it kind of spiked up. But I had just done a couple day trades, so I didn't want to get hit with another day trade. So I figured I'd hang on to it for a day, since it had already gone back up over $7. Thought I'd see if I could make a few more cents off of it. Unfortunately, that next day, it came out in the news. They have a drilling site that they have 50-50 partnership with BP. It ended up a bust. They got nothing out of it. It was dry well, so the stock just fell off the table. But I wanted to hang on because they were still projecting it to go back up. It dropped every day. But it was one of those where I probably should have got out of it, but I didn't. I kind of hung on tight to that one as it continued to drop from that, that $6.94. I got, basically my average cost was about $6.96. It was my buy-in for my 4 shares. It dropped down below $6 a share. It was down around $5.86, something like that. Just real depressing. And then, Monday didn't help. Tuesday didn't help. It's back up today. Last time I checked, we were almost at, we were at $6.28 a share. So that's one of those where you're being patient. As I read some more news on it, they do have another site that they're expecting some positive results from. So that's kind of where I think this increase, the stock price going back up, is coming from, is that news hit that, hey, yeah, this one was a bust, but this one's probably going to be, we have more ownership in this one. It was going to be better to begin with. Now, this is just something that when we do hit here, it's going to be big. The estimates for this stock, it's supposed to end up around $9, which is the only reason I didn't sell out when it dropped so low, and I really should have sold out. That's because they were still predicting it to be up in the $8.50 to $9 range, and I think yesterday when I looked at it the last time, they were still projecting it to kind of average out about $9.53 a share over the next year. So it's not one that I was looking at long term. Fortunately, I did have it on their ex-dividend date, so they don't have a real big dividend. I mean, I have 4 shares, and I'm going to get 18 cents from that, but that's 18 cents, so hopefully that helps out. But I just want to kind of talk about the risks of making sure you do your research. When it goes up, you know, watch for that sell point. Basically, if it starts to take that big dip, keep an eye on it like that. Be patient among all things. That way you don't lose where you should gain. But just be very careful. Do your research on the stocks before you buy in, before you sell. Do your research, see if there's anything in the news. For example, Uber was down around $26 a share. I had gotten a free one through a Robinhood referral. I was going to sell it out about $26, and they're talking about there's a lot in the news. There was some negative, which is what caused the dip. Now there's some positive, which now it's up, you know, almost $30 a share, and they're projecting that. I mean, I think the 1 year projections on that are up around $50. So hanging on to that one. So be patient out there. Do your due diligence, everyone. Make sure, do your homework. Be patient when you buy in. Don't be skittish. If you think it's a good buy-in point, go for it. Because that's where I keep losing a lot is I kind of sit on my hands too long and the price goes up and then I don't get that maximum that I could, or I buy in right before it dips. So, you know, go with your gut on those. Take advantage of those signals, especially those signals in your head that are telling you to go for it. Don't wait until it's too late. Make sure, you know, obviously do your homework, do your research, make sure it's the right stock at the right price, but don't hesitate too long or you get burnt. So that is my advice for you. That is my video for you today. It ended up actually being a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. We got on a little bit of a roll there, so that's good. We got a lot of information out there today. You are up to speed on how we ended last week, how we're doing so far this week. I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day.